And we're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Today is Saturday, April 5th, and we've got every team playing today in Major League Baseball, which means we've got our 5 best bets for this entire slate. Now, before we get into the best bets, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Later today, we will have our college basketball best bets with the Final Four of not just the NCAA tournament, but the Crown, too. So make sure to check that out. That's coming out here on the channel in an hour. It is our final best bets video with college basketball for the most part. There are 2 other games with obviously the national championship game and the Crown championship, so I'll probably make videos for those, but this is the final multi-game best bet video of the college basketball season, so make sure to check that out in an hour. And also later today we'll have our NBA predictions as well, so make sure to join us for that on the channel as well. And also on Greedo Plays MMA, we have our UFC Fight Night Emmett versus Murphy predictions. That is later today in the UFC Apex. You know, not to brag or anything, but on the PFL card the other day, we went 8 for 8. So I'm just saying. We're hot with MMA. 75% hit rate this year on all MMA fights. Just saying. Anyways, let's go to the first of our 5 best bets today. We're starting things off with the NRFI of the day, the NRFI. Yeah, we're 7-2 now in the year. Not a great one yesterday, I'm not going to lie. I expected a lot more out of you, Justin Verlander. The Mariners scored in the first half, in the top half of the inning against the Giants, and then the Giants scored off of the other Luis Castillo. You know, it happens. Today, we have the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. So I'm asking for 6 outs out of Spencer Arrighetti and Bailey Ober, which is difficult, but as I was looking through the entire slate today, all the NRFIs were either awful, like A's Rockies with JP Sears and Herman Marquez, or they all had a minus 160 odds for no on is there a run scored in the first inning. So unfortunately, this is the best we can get. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. There are other spots I'd much rather have, but obviously the odds don't reflect that. I wanted Rays Rangers, but it was like minus 150 for Taj Bradley and Jacob deGrom, right? Bryce Miller, Robbie Ray. I mean, you know that's going to be low. So this is what we're stuck with today. I think it's fine. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm just going to say it outright. I'm concerned about Bailey Ober. I am. I'm really concerned about Ober, who has had a first start this year, which was god-awful against the washed-up Cardinals. Ober, his thing's that he's really tall. He's 6'9". We all know that. But yeah, he got smashed in his first start. So I'm a little concerned. I'm not going to lie. He went 2 2/3, gave up 8 runs. But I don't like the Astros lineup. I don't think anybody really does. They rarely score in the first inning because of how cold their bats have been at the top of the order. And yes, that is still Isaac Paredes and Yordan Alvarez. Jose Altuve is batting .320 this year, but he, in their win yesterday, went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. So leave the game before the game leaves you. I'm joking. Altuve hasn't been that bad at the plate this season. He's not good defensively now because he's playing the outfield. But regardless, I still think the top of the Astros lineup is very good. And the Twins, let's just be honest, have struggled all year long. They have. They're 2-5 this season. I mean, this is almost Washington Nationals levels of bad. They did score twice in the first inning yesterday, right? Carlos Correa grounded out, but it was Wallner who scored. Trevor Larnach later in the inning did have a base knock, which scored Buxton. So they did score in the first inning last game, but they're the 2-5 Twins. You look at the top of the order. Wallner's batting 142. Correa's batting 080, which is a Josh Bell. Actually, no, Josh Bell's in the 100s now. That's a Dylan Cruz number or Jacob Young number. Love those guys, but let's just say it how it is. Buxton's batting 240. Larnach batting 238. Ty France batting 190. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Now, Spencer Arrighetti is in the mound tonight for the Astros. His first game this year was actually really good against the Mets. It was that 2-1 game that the Astros won. Arrighetti goes 6 innings, gives up 1 hit and 1 run. So, honestly, that's not what we're fearing at all. The main struggle for us, and this is the reason why this is at minus 130 and not at, minus 150 is because of Bailey Ober. I really think the Astros and Spencer Arrighetti are going to go 1-2-3 against the Twins. It's Ober's matchups against Altuve, Paredes, and Yordan. But other than Altuve, Paredes and Alvarez don't really scare me right now, right? Yordan's been surprisingly really bad already to start the season. Again, we were still very young in the year. He's only played 7 games. But again, he's batting 125. That's 1 hit every 8 at-bats. I know he can draw walks, but still, and Isaac Paredes has been pretty bad as well. Christian Walker had a bounce-back game yesterday. I mean, this entire Astros lineup actually is not batting that well to start the season. I mean, Christian Walker's batting 185, but yesterday he goes 2 for 3. But he's in the 4, so I'm hoping that Ober just gets the first three. Our biggest threat is Jose Altuve. Obviously, power-wise, it is Yordan Alvarez. But if Ober can get Altuve out of there, I feel pretty good about this. And the Twins scored yesterday in the first inning. Don't think they'd do it again. Oh, Brendan Rodgers, by the way, has been really good for the Astros, which is odd because he was good with the Rangers, but never like, oh, wow, look at Brendan Rodgers. He's just another guy that was always there. Don't be surprised if he starts batting up on the order. I'm serious. Like, if they move, I don't know, Isaac Paredes down for Rodgers, it wouldn't surprise me if they start going Altuve, Rodgers, Alvarez, Walker, and then Paredes in the 5, then Pena in the 6. It wouldn't surprise me the way that Rodgers has been playing this season. He's burnt us a couple times this year, obviously, when we picked the Twins earlier in this series. So I am going to take the NRFI for this. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm taking the NRFI. I think Arrighetti and Ober get these 3 outs. These two teams, right, didn't play yesterday. I was referring to the game on Thursday. Excuse me. That's the game that we got burnt on here. I think we're fine. I think we get the 6 outs. Again, the biggest concern is Ober, but the way the Astros have been batting at the top of the order, if we get Altuve and if we get Altuve and Yordan isn't hit his first home run of the season, we're all good. So give me the NRFI for Twins Astros. Let's go to 8-2 now in the NRFIs if we can get this one today. We're 7-2 right now. So let's go to 8-2. Okay, on to our second best bet of the video, going to our daily Washington Nationals best bet of the day. It is Nationals money line. Okay, guys, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's not us, okay? Because, guys, I've found different bets for the Nationals, and yesterday we took their team over on runs. Didn't I tell you guys the Diamondbacks are going to win, but the Nationals, because they're going to be losing, will find a way to score 4 runs. Well, they weren't actually losing the entire game. They went up 3-1 in the first inning, and of course, we choked it away, but it's all right. You know, the Nationals score 4 runs. Shout out to the low rider, Nathaniel Lowe, with the big home run in the 7th to give the Nationals their 4th run. The rest of the game was sweat-free. Obviously, I was still very upset watching the end of the game. Umpire screwed us in the top of the 8th. Top of the 7th, excuse me, Lowe with the home run in the 6th. Jose Ferrer can't get himself out of a jam. Nationals baseball. Today, we're taking the money line, okay, guys? The Nationals are so due. They are so incredibly due to win a baseball game. It's not funny. They're 1-6. Yes, they're horrible, and they will probably lose 100 games this season. I'm serious. The way I'm watching, the way the team's going right now, they might lose 100 games. I understand that. This is one of the 30 games they win this year, okay? And yes, I am over-exaggerating with that. But this, I do think, ultimately is a game that they can win. Yesterday, they were right there, and also, Ketel Marte is injured, probably going on the IR, but he's not going to play today. So there's another big thing, right? Corbin Carroll hit 2 home runs. That's great. The Nationals got a lefty on the mound tonight in Mitchell Parker, who had a really good first start. Surprisingly, Parker was in a duel with DJ Hers and Shinosuke Agaswada for the 5th starter role in spring training with the Nats, and he had a great first start against the Phillies. It's the only game this season that the Nationals have won, and Mitchell Parker is the only win, obviously, this year that a Nationals pitcher can produce. So he's 1-0. 5 strikeouts in that game. Parker goes 6 1/3, gives up 7 hits, but the Nationals end up winning the baseball game 5-1. It's their only win this season. I think Mitchell Parker gets us a second. Also, on the mound for the D-backs, it's Eduardo Rodriguez. Doesn't move me. Rodriguez with a 5.06 ERA this season. He won that game. Well, he didn't get the win himself, but the Diamondbacks ended up winning his only start this season. It was last Sunday. It was the shootout game against the Cubs, the one where they came back from behind, put up, 5 in 1 inning on Chicago. They won the game 10-6. Eduardo Rodriguez goes 5 1/3, gives up 3 hits, but at the same time gives up 2 knocks or 2 home runs and 3 runs as well. So the Nationals have kind of home run potential, Guys, CJ Abrams does hit lefties fairly well. I have full confidence in Abrams at this point, man. I mean, that guy is by far our best player. He's batting .310 this season. Nathaniel Lowe's good. I do worry about him lefty-lefty, if I'm being honest. I always worry about Josh Bell because as much as I like the guy, he's not having a good start to the year. Keibert Ruiz doesn't bat as well against lefties, which does suck, but Dylan Cruz is much better against lefties. We're going to get some Ahmed Rosario today, which I kind of hated on Rosario a little bit to start the year, but no, he does really hit left-handed pitching very well. So we get him in the lineup tonight. Paul DeYoung probably re-enters the lineup. Don't care. I think maybe we get an Alex Call day instead of JY, Jacob Young. James Wood, we'll see what happens. But, I like this matchup a lot. 2 lefties in the mound. I think that favors the Nationals with both Parker and their lineup too. I'm okay with this spot. I really am. I think Abrams probably hits another one out as he's already got 3 home runs this season. I think we get a potential for an Ahmed Rosario big night. Maybe not a home run, but I can see Rosario putting together a couple hits today. And Dylan Cruz, he did get his first hit yesterday. He's batting .045. I think Dylan Cruz either A, is going to go yard today, or he's going to put together multiple hits. I really think so. It's a very favorable matchup with him and Eduardo Rodriguez. I want to see the Nationals go full confidence in Dylan Cruz tomorrow with the lefty on the mound. I want to see Dylan Cruz batting second. They're probably not going to do it, but I think we have to fully establish confidence in the guy. You get your first hit yesterday. All right, you are the face of the franchise. You are the future. We're going back to Abrams, Cruz, Wood, 1, 2, 3. That's what it should be for this team. Hell, I don't care. Bet Ruiz in the 4, bet Lowe in the 5, bet Bell in the 6, and then go Rosario, DeYoung, Call. No, Call DeYoung. But they're probably going to bet Cruz in the 9. So it is what it is. I like the matchup today. This is one of the few games all year long the Nationals can actually win. It's a very favorable matchup, plus 115 for the Nats, and no Ketel Marte for the D-backs either. Corbin Carroll probably won't jack 2 home runs against Mitchell Parker like he did against Jake Irvin. The matchup's just much more favorable for Parker. So give me the Nats to win outright here against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Next up, we have a 2-parter best bet, but it starts off with our best player prop of the day, and that's Roki Sasaki under 4.5 strikeouts. Why? Roki Sasaki is going to be chased out this game in the second inning. I'm just going to be honest. Guys, the Phillies have not poured it on a pitcher since the second game of the year, where they scored 11 runs on Jake Irvin. Again, those all were on Jake Irvin, but it was a really good day for the Phils. Actually, Colin Poche did sell the game like he did the first game. Regardless, the Phillies are due for an offensive onslaught. This team's very good. They are my pick to win the World Series, as much as that pains me to say. I do want to see Bryce Harper succeed at the same time, though. I think the Phillies do pour it on Roki Sasaki, and I don't think he's able to get 5 strikeouts. Guys, if Roki Sasaki, and I will go over the Roki Sasaki thing here. He did have 5 strikeouts. He had 2 strikeouts in the Tigers game. He had 3 in his first game against the Cubs. We have not seen this guy go more than 3 innings yet, so I'm not expecting him to go more than 4 today, especially against one of the best lineups in baseball. Guys, if he got chased out of the game against the Detroit Tigers, I like the Tigers, but they're not known for their bats. They do have their nights, but obviously they're known for their pitching. If you're getting chased out by the Tigers and you're walking 4 guys against the Tigers, 5 guys against the Cubs, yeah, what's going to happen? And if you're shook in the Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, what the hell's going to happen to you when you go to Philadelphia? The city that is known for ruthless sports fans. Guys, this is a city that booed Santa Claus on Christmas in Philadelphia. Well, at an Eagles game is what I was going for. What? Guys, if this guy is crying in LA, what's going to happen when you have Philly fans on him? I think he folds under the pressure. And I hate these Dodgers fans. I'm supposed to feel sorry for this guy? Oh, Roki doesn't like big markets. He's 23. He's got anxiety, whatever. Who cares? Go cry into your millions of dollars. I mean, what? You signed with the Dodgers. It's not like, okay, it's not like this guy, if that report of him being scared of him pitching in front of big markets was true, why didn't he go play for the A's? I'm serious. Or why didn't he go play for Tampa Bay? If that's actually how he feels and he doesn't want to play in a big market, okay, go to Sacramento. The worst market you can get. Go to Tampa. Go to Pittsburgh. What are we doing? Oh, but I'm going to go to the biggest market team who just won the World Series, who has the most fans, other than maybe the Yankees. No, the Dodgers have more fans now because the Japanese players. I'm supposed to feel bad for this guy? Go weep into your millions of dollars, and he's going to get shelled today. He's going to get shelled. Bryce Harper's taking him yard. Kyle Schwarber is going to swing first pitch, maybe take him yard. I really think the Phillies dominate this guy. And on top of that, even if they don't, guys, the Dodgers have won the 2 games Sasaki started so far this year, in games where he walked 5 guys in the opener, the second game in Japan, and then 4 guys in, 1 2/3 against the Tigers. Go cry me a river, all right? The Philadelphia Phillies are going to blast this dude, and they're going to chase him out the game. He's not going to get the opportunity to strike out 4 guys. He's going to walk. Guys, this is what's going to happen. Kyle Schwarber is going to hit a nuke off him the first at-bat. He's going to be shook. Trey Turner's going to walk, and then he's going to be like, oh, God, Bryce Harper's at the plate. Walk. Because he's not, it's Bryce Harper, right? So Sasaki's going to get scared. He's going to walk Bryce Harper, and then it's all just going to unravel, all right? And then as soon as he starts crying, Nick Castellanos is going to come to the plate, hit a home run, and laugh at him. And then the Philly fans are going to go after Sasaki. They're going to tell him he sucks, all right? And then he's going to start crying on the mound, and they're going to have to pull him, okay? And they're going to have to send him down to AAA. That's exactly what's going to happen here. He's not ready for prime time, and he's not ready for Philadelphia, okay? No. And not just because, this game's in Philly. This is one of the best lineups in baseball. Give me Harper, give me Turner, give me Schwarber. They're going to maul this guy alive. Roki Sasaki under 4.5 strikeouts. It's not like, oh, I don't think he's got the put away stuff. I think this guy's going to be a really good pitcher. Right now, though, hell no. The Phillies bomb him. They don't. He's not going to get the opportunity for 4.5 strikeouts. Which leads me to my next point, Phillies money line. Yeah, we're going back-to-back on this one. I'm taking Phillies money line here, minus 110. The Phillies beat this team yesterday. Great. David versus Goliath type stuff. Honestly, the Dodgers kind of sold that game themselves, but it's okay. They've made a lot of errors. Aaron Nola's on the mound tonight. Okay, I know Nola's not as good as, honestly, Luzardo's been pitching this year. Nola seems like, the third, fourth, maybe best guy in this Phillies rotation. He had a really bad first game, let Josh Bell hit a 3-run home run off of him, which is crazy because that's Josh Bell's only extra base knock of the year so far right now. He's due for a bounce back spot. I don't really anticipate much out of Nola. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what a 31-year-old Aaron Nola is anymore. Been very good for a very long time for Philadelphia. We will see what he does. He was very bad in his first start. Didn't have a bad 2024 at all, actually, 3.57 ERA. But we'll see what he does in his second start. This isn't about Aaron Nola. This is about, again, Roki Sasaki. I'm serious. This is the whole premise around this. So if Roki Sasaki goes 7 shutout innings, I'm going to look like a dumbass. So, it's one or the other. I'm expecting the Phillies to completely blow this dude open. Pause. That's not what I was going for. I expect them to maul him alive. I'm serious. I think Harper, who's hit, 1 home run this season, of course, on opening day against the Nationals, he's going to hit a home run tonight. I just think the moment's too big. I just think it is. And I think the Dodgers will score off Aaron Nola. I'm really not concerned about that. I know how good this lineup is. I really do, right? Shohei, what can I say? He's great. Mookie's still, very good, right? No Freddie Freeman still, but even without Freeman, man, look at this lineup. Shohei, Betts, Edman, Teo, Will Smith, Kike, Conforto, Rojas, Pajes. That's a good lineup, man. And Muncy didn't play yesterday because of a lefty. It's a good lineup. It really is. I don't know what to say. But I think with the pitching matchup, it favors Philadelphia a lot. And I really think they just go after Sasaki. They won yesterday. They're going to win again. I think the Phillies went on back-to-back days. And I really think the Roki Sasaki effect is real today. I expect the Dodgers to hit off of Aaron Nola. I think what is the over in this game? Whatever it is, it's 8.5. I'd expect that to go over personally. I think the Phillies win I'm personally like a 9-5 today. I go 9-5 Phillies final. I really think they get hits off of Sasaki. I think they make Sasaki truly pay for those walks because of the deep ball. And yeah, I think Aaron Nola will probably give up runs, but at the same time, I like what the Phillies bats can do. Give me Philadelphia to win this game, minus 110, and then take the under on Roki Sasaki strikeouts as well. Let's go, Phils. Pains me to say. Go Phillies. Yeah. Next up, we go to our final game of the night. I will be attending this game, the Seattle Mariners versus the San Francisco Giants. It's Matt Chapman bobblehead night, which is great. Give me the Seattle Mariners. I know, we have not picked the Mariners all year long. I actually don't dislike the Mariners. I just think they're easy pickings on a lot of picks. We're going to take them here against the Giants. All right, we're taking Seattle. The Giants are 6-1, which is great. They're not really that good, guys. Let's just be honest. Okay, they're not that great. Once they start playing they play the Reds again coming up. Oh, they do. The Reds come to town. When they go on the road to play the Yankees and the Phillies, they're probably going to get obliterated. But anyways, right? This team's really, they're 6-1, sure. They're not that great. The Mariners, I'm impressed actually with Seattle. Okay, we've always said all year long, if the hitting can get going, this team's really good. Okay. They had 15 hits yesterday, okay? And they threw their one spot in the rotation that we know, okay, right now that's George Kirby's spot, but he's injured right now, so they tried Emerson Hancock at the beginning of the season. Personally, rather than try that again yesterday, but they didn't. They go to Luis F. Castillo, and he was horrible. But anyways, the Mariners scored 15 runs in the biggest pitcher-friendly park in the country, or in the MLB, not including Toronto, obviously. Just listen to some of these stats, man. Robles goes 2 for 7, all right. J-Rod 3 for 6. Raleigh 1 for 4. That's all we can expect. Arozarena 0 for 5, great. Polanco been killing it this year, man. 3 for 5. Luke Raleigh 2 for 6. Ryan Bliss goes 1 for 4. J.P. Crawford 1 for 4. That's what we can expect out of both those guys. But anyways, if the top of the order can going, I'm talking about Robles, I'm talking about J-Rod, I'm talking about Raleigh, and if Rosarena can just figure out how to hit a baseball, yeah, this is a problem. And also, I love the pitching matchup tonight for the Mariners. Okay, guys, the Giants aren't going to continue to win every single game. They're 6-1. Oh, great. They're not going to continue to go down that path. I love the pitching matchup tonight. Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants, former Mariners pitcher. It's Robbie Ray in 2025, guys. His first start in Cincinnati, he goes 5 1/3, gives up 3 runs, 2 homers as well, against Bryce Miller, who I think is very solid. I know, again, didn't have his best first start against the A's. It is what it is. That's one start. I know you can say the same about Robbie Ray, but I believe Bryce Miller is much better than Robbie Ray in 2025. I mean, hell, he's 7 years younger than the guy. There's a reason the Mariners were willing to get rid of Robbie Ray, because they needed to open spots in the rotation for guys like Bryce Miller. So I'm completely fine with the Mariners here. If their bats can continue to get going like they did yesterday, and if they can just get somewhat hot, I think Bryce Miller is going to go 6 innings, giving up 1 or 2 runs. I firmly believe that. He's going to have a perfect bounce back game today down in the Bay Area against the Giants. Again, pitcher-friendly park. It should benefit Miller a lot. He's not going to be able to get stung by the long ball like his first start against the A's. I think he gave up only 1 home run, but still is the Langoliers home run, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, I'm okay with this. Bryce Miller's got some good stuff. Bryce Mitchell we'll talk about tomorrow on Greedo Plays MMA. One hell of a fight prediction coming up for that anyways, by the way. But anyways, I like what Bryce Miller's got, and if the Mariners can continue to hit the way that they can, I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, the Giants lineup's actually been very good this year, right? Lamont Wade goes 6 for 3. Adames with the game-winning hit, but he goes 7 for 3. Yeah, that's great. I think they're going to go off on that old man Robbie Ray. He's only 33. He's not as old as JV is. But then the Mariners take advantage, and if this team can start hitting the baseball, they're actually trouble, because we know how good the pitching is, and Bryce Miller is one of those guys. So Miller is not going to continue to pitch like he did in his first start against the A's. He's going to be much better this time around, and I do like the Seattle Mariners on the road to win this game at plus 110. The Giants are 6-1. Again, they got to lose eventually. They're going to fall back down under 500 at the next month, I believe. That's just kind of how I see the Giants going. They're good right now. They're not going to be a serious threat, trust me. Give me the Seattle Mariners on the road in San Francisco to beat the Giants. So, folks, thank y'all for watching our 5 best bets for the MLB here on April 5th. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more, and make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB best bets here on the channel. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.